The Oscoda Lady Owls are preparing for the 2016 season, and they've had a really good offseason preparing for it. The Lady Owls lost 9 players from last year's team, and they know as a young squad they're going to have to work extremely hard every day to get better and improve as the season goes along.
We're very young, we're inexperienced, so we're excited to see them improve and grow week by month, and over the years. We've got mostly freshmen and sophomores, so that part's exciting to have a bunch of new crew and see what we can do with them.
Even though they're freshmen, they have a lot of skill, and I know that they can step it up and they can do what we expect them to do.
Communication seems to be the theme of the Lady Owls this preseason. With several key members of the starting lineup no longer with the team due to graduation, there's a lot of new faces on the field for Oscoda.
There's a lot of new girls, so we're going to have to come together as a team and really work hard, and we have to do a lot of communication or else we're not going to do good. So having that, we're just going to work together and we're going to make it.
Working in conjunction with team communication, Coach Schneider has been preaching defense to his team this offseason.
We're probably going to be concentrating on defense, which is not what I like to do, but that's what we're going to have to do to start the year with.
The pillar of the Lady Owls defensive unit will be all-district goaltender Taylor Johnson. She's been a mainstay and a leader for Oscoda since her sophomore season. Her leadership this year will be paramount to the Owls with such a young squad.
Our goalie's a senior, and she's an all-stater, so she's been vocal since she's been a sophomore, so she's by far our leader.
I'm trying to teach them, like, if they get too close to the net, then the goalkeeper's going to come out on them, and not to freak out, to just stay calm and either dribble around them or get it in the net if you can. Don't get down on them.
Behind the leadership of Johnson and a host of other players, the Lady Owls will look for success and development this season. Oscoda begins play this Saturday at the Hazel Park Tournament. After being washed out on Thursday afternoon, Michigan State baseball hit the diamond early Friday morning with their second-round matchup against the Maryland Terrapins. With a win Friday, Sparty advanced to the Saturday afternoon's Big Ten semifinal game, and it was a much better morning for baseball, and both squads gave us an early morning treat. Maryland would get on the scoreboard first. Bottom of the second, with the man aboard, Justin Morris lines this ball past the diving reach of Dan Durkin into right field. Nick Sheary will round third. Here's the play at the plate. It's not in time, and Maryland is on the board at 1-0. Top of the fourth, and Sparty gets things going. There's 2 men on for Dan Chmielewski, and he drives this up the box and into center field. Durkin will pass go, collect $200, and we are now all tied. Bottom of the fifth, still tied at 1 when Anthony Papio busts out the trot. That ball is crushed to straightaway left, and some fan dressed as a seat now has a souvenir. Terps now out front 2-1. Top 6, same score until Jordan Zimmerman goes bridge work. That ball is crushed into the bullpens for a solo Jimmy Jack, and we are tied again. Back and forth these two teams go. Top of the 8th, and State would take the lead with the man aboard. It's that man again, Jordan Zimmerman, and he smokes this ball past the diving second baseman into right field. Corey Young is going to round third. He will score, and Michigan State is up 3-2. Sparty's Ninja Warrior is loving it. Here he comes. There he is. Later in the inning, runners on the corners when Matt Byers grounds this ball to first. Bodnick makes a great diving stop, but the Terps are unable to roll up the double play. Zimmerman will score, and Michigan State will take this one against Maryland by the final of 4-3. Sparty will play again Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Whittemore Prescott for a baseball tournament Saturday afternoon. In the semifinals, the Tigers squared off against the Owls of Oscoda. On a beautiful day for baseball, Coach Furman had his boys ready to play. Top of the first, Hillman is threatening when Jared Juergens rips this ball into center field for a base knock. Dylan Stanky is going to race around third. He will score, and the Tigers are up 1-0. Later in the inning, Kane Hunt is going to come to the plate, and he pokes this ball past the third baseman into left field. That'll score Juergens, and Hillman is up 2-0. But Oscoda would hang tough and hang around early. Runners on the corners when this pitch gets by Stanky. That'll play the run for the Owls, and Oscoda is on the scoreboard. But the Tigers' offense was just too much on the afternoon. Now up 4-1 in the third when Kenyon bounces this ball to second. It'll bounce over the second baseman's glove and into right. That'll plate 2 more runs. Hillman would go on to continue the hit barrage. They knock off Oscoda 11-2. Hillman would go on to win the tournament championship game 12-9 over Whittemore Prescott. What else can I say about the Tigers that hasn't already been said before? This team is struggling mightily. Now, you can't win a division in May, but you can play yourself out of it. So in short, the Tigers need to start winning. And to Camden Yards, we go. And the Tigers would end up getting on the scoreboard first. Miguel Cabrera had just seen about enough. runner aboard, and Miggy unloads on this Mike Wright offering because clearly Miguel is master of his domain. That's over the bullpens, a 2-run blast for Detroit, and the Tigers are up 2-0. Bottom of the 6th, and here come the Birds. After a 1-out double by Adam Jones, Mark Trumbo lines this one in to left. It's going to get over the head of Stephen Moya and up against the wall. Jones will score, and Trumbo will slide in safely with the double. Next batter is Matt Wieters, and Joe Boo needs a refill. That's a 2-run blast, and the O's are now in front 3-2. Bottom of the 7th, it is Jonathan Scope, and he decides to jump ship. That one's a souvenir for the paying customers. Baltimore is now up 4-2. Bottom of the 8th, with the bases loaded, the Orioles put this one away. His mama calls him Jonathan, so I'm going to call him Jonathan. Jonathan Scope launches this one deep to left into the Baltimore night for a grand slam. The Baltimore Orioles come back on the Tigers again. They win this ball game 9-3. And Alpena High hosted the 4th annual Barlow Brawl Saturday afternoon, and just the turnout was tremendous. Over 200 kids from all across northern Michigan competed in the wrestling tournament in honor of Alpena mainstay Tom Barlow, who passed away from cancer. But his passion and love for the sport of wrestling remains alive through his special event. There were 62 weight brackets with competitors ranging from ages 4 years old to as old as 8th graders. The competition was fierce, but athletes had a great deal of fun watching as well.
It means a lot to me. All these people wrestled for my dad. My dad was around all these kids. It's good to see them out here wrestling.
This place, it's a lot of nice people I've been wrestling.
It's good to see a lot of young kids out wrestling, staying out of trouble, finding stuff to do.
Good morning, everyone. Sunday afternoon, the Tigers hit the diamond trying to salvage a win after losing the first 3 games against the Orioles in Baltimore. The Tigers tried to remain upbeat through this tough stretch of ball games with all 25 men saying the right things. Sunday, rookie Michael Fulmer told the slab for the Tigers looking to get back in the win column. And it was a gorgeous day for baseball Sunday afternoon. Detroit would strike first. Top of the first with a runner aboard, Miguel Cabrera smokes this ball into left field. Here comes Ian Kinsler around third. He will score without a throw, and the Tigers jump out to an early 1-0 lead. Bottom half of the inning, and the Birds come out swinging. Here comes Adam Jones, and this ball is roped over the head of Stephen Moya and up against the wall. Joey Rickard will round third and come around and score from first, and we are all tied at 1. Later in the inning, it's Jonathan Scope, and he comes up and he rips this single into left field. Jones will score. Here comes Chris Davis. He will score, and the Orioles are out front 3-1. But Detroit would battle back. Now down 3-2, Ian Kinsler at the plate, and that's a Gadhima. He goes bridge work over Kevin Gosman, and we are all tied. Top 5, and Detroit would take the lead with a runner aboard. James McCann rips this single into left. Here comes Jay up. He will score from second, and the Tigers have taken a 4-3 lead. But in the bottom of the 5th, Baltimore would strike back. It's the Macho Man, Manny Machado, and he snaps into that Slim Jim. Machado crushes this one the other way. It's a 2-run shot, and the Birds are out front 5-4. But the Tigers would hang tough Sunday. Top 8, 2 down, 2 strikes when J.D. Martinez unloads on this pitch deep to center field. That'll get into the Orioles bullpen, and we are all tied. Next batter is Miguel Cabrera, and Miggy crushes this one to left. That's back-to-back Jimmy Jacks, and the Tigers are back out front 6-5. Bottom of the 9th, and K-Rod on for the save when he gets Adam Jones to ground this one to short. Jose Iglesias is there, and you can put that in the win column. The Tigers battle back and come from behind for the victory over the Orioles 6-5. Detroit will be back home on Monday versus the Twins. Alpena High School hosted a 3-team girls soccer tournament Saturday afternoon. In Game 1, the Wildcats met the Braves of Tawas, and in somewhat frosty conditions, the Wildcats and Braves squared off against each other, and the Wildcats would strike early and often in the first half, already up 1-0. Alpena's Emma Kelly is on the attack. She'll send one into the box where it's one touch by Chloe Ferguson. She strikes this one home just inside the post, and the Wildcats are up 2-0. That would be your score at half. In the second half, Alpena would strike again. The Wildcats showing excellent poise under pressure when this touch pass by Courtney Jones finds the right foot of Molly Gerard. She rips one headed to the top of the net. It can't be handled by the netminder. It finds the back of the net for Alpena. 3-0 Wildcats. Then late in the second half, the Wildcats would add one more for good measure. This through ball is off the left foot of Isabel O'Neill, and she does not miss. She goes top shelf where Mama hides the cookie jar. Alpena knocks off Tawas by the score of 4-1. Unfortunately for Alpena, they would finish the afternoon 1-1 after falling to Father Gabriel Richard in Game 2. After winning their first game of the afternoon, the Lady Owls of Oscoda took on Shrine High School in Game 2. Unfortunately for the Owls, this one was all Shrine. Already up 1-0 when Haley Robinson turns on the afterburner. She goes a dipsy-do around a few defenders, and she sends a shot on net. It's initially stopped, but there's Teresa Lowry, and she cleans up the garbage. She stuffs it home, and it's 2-0 Shrine. Later in the first half, Shrine is threatening for more when Robinson again makes her way around a few defenders. And with a point-blank shot, she is going to be denied by Taylor Johnson. A nice save by the keeper, but Shrine was just too much for Oscoda on the afternoon. Late in the first half, Shrine is on the attack again when Haley Robinson, who's all over this highlight, splits the defenders, and with her left foot, she finds the corner of the net. Shrine knocks off Oscoda by the score of 3-0. After Friday night's big victory over Indiana, the Lady Wolverines hit the diamond Saturday afternoon with an opportunity to advance to the Big Ten Tournament Championship. The Wolverines are the defending champions, yet the program has not won back-to-back Big Ten Tournament titles since 2005-2006. And after a long rain delay, the Lady Wolverines met up against Penn State with a shot at the title game on the line. Wolverines would get on the scoreboard first. Top of the first when Kelsey Susala pokes this ball over the first baseman's head and into right field. Sierra Lawrence will score, and it's 1-0 Maize and Blue. Next batter is Tara Blanco, and she absolutely tank mushes this pitch. She crushes that one deep to left. That's a 2-run blast for the Wolverines. They are up 3-0. Not to be outdone, next batter is Aiden Falk, and she jumps ship. That's back-to-back Jimmy Jacks for the Wolverines. They put up a 4-spot in the first inning. Bottom of the 6th, and it's 5-1 game when Sierra Lawrence tacks on a little insurance. This ball is smoked up the middle into center. That'll plate another run. Michigan knocks off Penn State 6-1. They would face Minnesota in the championship game. And in Game 2, the Wolverines would jump on the scoreboard first. Top of the first, Sierra Romero crushes this one to dead central. That's a solo jack, and the Wolverines are up 1-0. Minnesota responds. Bottom half of the inning with the bases loaded, and Megan Betza throws this one away. Mackin would score, and we are all tied at 1. Top of the third, Michigan runners on second and third when Kelly Christner smokes this one in the left. That one is going to be caught on the run by Kayla Wenner, but Sierra Lawrence will tag and score from third, and the Wolverines are back out front 2-1. Back come the Golden Gophers with 2 aboard. Maddie Houlihan, no relations to Patches O'Houlihan, lifts this one to center field. That's plenty deep to score a run, and we are all tied at 2. And that's where we stand right now, as this one is still in progress. Though this may be a young squad, the girls here at Tawas know that they have expectations through the roof. The foundation for excellent play was established last year with a deep playoff run. And though they didn't quite come away with a championship, the expectations this year is to at least repeat upon what they did and hopefully improve upon their performances from last year.
I'm hoping we do the same, if not better. We've got a young team, and I think we're going to develop pretty well, but I'm hoping to get to the same spot.
We do have big shoes to fill this year. We hope to come off strong this year, put a lot of pressure on it. Last year's team, we did phenomenal last year. I hope that we can just come off strong just like we did last year.
Though there are expectations to perform this season, the Braves know that early in the season there may be a few hiccups along the way. With new players stepping into primetime roles, early season development and leadership from existing starters will be paramount to Tawas' development as the season progresses.
It's an adjustment. We've got some who've never played before, and we've got some who have played before, and it's trying to come together as a team, and the returning players have really stepped up and been explaining it. This is my 3rd year, so they kind of know what I'm looking for now, and they're really doing a good job helping each other out.
Something that I'm really trying to teach them is if you work hard and you're dedicated, the rest will come. The skills will come with the practice, just as long as you're dedicated.
I hope to see my team develop better skills. We are beginning off right now with a lot of younger girls that haven't played before. And I know for a fact that with the potential that this team has, that they can do that.
The Braves have been putting in extra effort this offseason in preparation for the 2016 season. Coaches have noticed, and there's a lot of optimism around this team.
They're excited for the season. They're really putting in the extra effort, making sure they're here before. And I had girls take balls and work over the weekend together, and so they're really stepping up and really want to achieve.
The foundation has been established, and the work is being put in. With just 3 seniors on the roster this year, Tawas could be formidable not only this year, but in many years to come. For WBKB Sports, I'm John Johnson.